through the albums that I picked up, and I wanted to kind of tell everybody a little bit about the albums in the collection and stuff like that. And I don't know if I can flip this around while I'm in the midst of doing this. I think I can because I don't go to live, never have really. So let me do it. I think I just hemmed stuff up. Hold on. I don't know. I think I just froze it up. Let me try it again. Do 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 do. Okay. Well, it's not doing it. So anyway, put it back. So here we go. So anyway, so I got this call from a friend of mine who is friends with the singer, and she's moving, I guess, back to Germany, and I don't really know all her business, but I she's clearing out her collection, her stuff, and I guess she has a lot of things. She's had a life well lived, and my friend called me about a electric grand piano that she had, and I told him, I said, well, I really would love to have an electric grand piano, but I had no space for it. And just out of the blue, we were talking, I just thought, well, maybe she have records. And he said, I believe so. And mind you, my friend is blind. He's an amazing keyboardist, and I've done work with him on some of the projects that I've done. And so she, as per him, told me that she has given and donated a lot of her equipment and a lot of her musical instruments to charities as well as music programs for school. And this is, again, Barbara Virgil. And so she's just clearing up, I guess, making her life a lot lighter. So anyway, so I got all of these records, and or he had gotten all of these records, and I was going to just buy them off of him and then make them available. But then I saw that there was some pretty nice things in there, and I thought, well, I know he needs money because he's a struggling artist and musician, so I figured I'd help him out, and I put these up for consignment. And so anyway, going through the collection, I'm just going to run through the stack of stuff that's currently up for grabs, or that's currently listed in the eBay store as of right now. So this is an acetate, as I was in the earlier video, and it is, it's in, but it actually plays pretty nicely, and there's audio up on all of these on the website so you can hear them. And the weird thing about this particular acetate is that the grooves don't go from song to song. They actually kind of stop and then kind of start repeating. So when you hear the audio, it's literally I recorded one song and then just stopped and then recorded the next band and so forth on both sides. And Flip Phillips, and I want to say it's Max, I can't remember, Buddy Rich, that's what it is. So it is 6 songs, and it's pretty cool. But again, the condition is it's had a lot of love. Then she had this baby in here, and it's I guess a pretty rare record. Condition on it, I marked it as fair because it does have some skips. Again, audio is online for all of these, and forgive me, you do one hand holding the camera and one hand kind of pulling these out. It looks really good, but again, there are some skips on it, and as you can see, there's marks and things, but it's listed as a very rare record. And again, condition on these, as you can see, there's staining, there's some seam splits, and of course, as you can see, seam splits. And condition on it, as you can see, it looks like it's really good, but again, you'll have to listen to the audio to get a very clear, concise understanding of what's actually available, what it sounds like. And all of these are on the website. You can hear them. And again, I'm just kind of going through the stack slowly so everybody can kind of see. Here, got a little daylight. You can see pretty clearly what's currently in the collection. This is a Terry Pollard on Bethlehem. I can't even say it, man. Uh, Bethlehem. I can't even say it, but anyway. And surprisingly enough, and again, forgive me for the camera work because I am using one hand and I'm trying to use the other, so it's going to be a little shaky here. So don't, cut me a little slack. um, so as you can see, it's pretty clean. This one's actually pretty clean, but I tried to grade all of these very conservatively. And again, I did pictures and I tried to take as, the brightest, harshest light so you can just see all the good, the bad, and the ugly on it, so you get a really good understanding of what it is and you can hear it for yourself. Let's see, then we got a Conitz here. So this is going to take a little time. So if you want to come back to the video, but I'm going to try to go through these as, thoroughly as I can. And again, this is the first stack of stuff that I've put on. And this is probably the best stuff that was in the whole collection. There's a whole stack sitting in the garage. That's some good common stuff, but it's got a lot more little hairline scratches and things on it. So I'm probably going to just bulk those up and to maybe groups of 4. She had some Al Greens, a lot of soul and stuff like that, common stuff, nothing super rare. But again, as you see, these have little hairline, little marks on them. They weren't audible. And I will say it again, like I've said before, audio for these are on the website currently right now. And I did the entire album record so you can hear both sides. This one is Marty? I ain't gonna even try to say it. But anyway, this one is actually in a little bit better. There are no seam splits on this one, but red vinyl. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, this has lots of little hairline marks like a lot of these particular records, get. And again, audio is on the website. And we got Lars Gullen, get seam splits on Prestige. You got some staining. Show the other side. See staining up here. And as you can see, the little hairline, little scratches and stuff. And all that stuff you'll be able to hear. And I left all the, the warts and all, the good, bad, and the ugly. This one has this little wear ring around here on the first band. But then after that, it was fine. Again, I just want to make sure that, I'd be very transparent about this because, it's easy to get a lot of hype on some of these because of, what they are. And I want to make the condition very clear. As you can see, staining, there's a seam split there on this Bordeaux gray. Got a sticker here. And again, forgive my camera work. I'm trying to work. That's what I got. And as you can see here, this one is, get a little focus here, is pretty decent. But again, I graded these. I tried to grade them conservatively. And I didn't show you all the little ear things that were in there on the others, but they have them. That means something to a lot of people. So I just want to point those out. They're all here. And so head over to the website. The link is in the bio if you want to hear the audio on all of these. And again, on this one, there is, see, seam splits. What is this? Okay. And hey, what's going on to everybody? I'm sorry, I'm trying to yabble here and I'm not really looking at the comments. Let's see here. This one, it's kind of nice. It has a nice little gloss, but again, it has these little, I'm gonna try to turn it so you can see it to the light. It's so hard to show to see. You can see it there now, a little line there. And I know some people, that means a lot to a lot of people. And I want to make all of that, people aware of that. See a little ear thingy there that everybody goes cuckoo over. But most of these are pretty clean. But again, as you listen to the audio, you will hear that some of them do have some skips. But you can get a clear understanding. Then she had some of these jazz accompaniment records. I don't know if they mean anything to anybody, but these here are sealed. Uh, these particular ones, and there's a couple of others that I put up later that were not sealed. I just did them all in a group. Then she had a copy of this ebony jam band, and it is sealed. It does have this little tear here in this the plastic, but it is sealed all right up in here. And I listened to it. It's a pretty hot album, nice 80s, early 80s funk. There is a second one of these, but it is open and it is in, I'd say, VG plus, excellent condition. Then she had this baby here, and I listened to a little bit of it online. I found a copy. It is sealed. And it is, let me see what the name of it. It is Ray Collins and Autumn. Name of the album is Magnolia. And it was a very cool album from what I heard. I love the fact that this is sealed. It's so crazy when you see this kind of stuff that it's like, how old is it? And it's just sitting in her collection, never opened. And just, I'm sorry. Camera's doing something weird. There we go. So this one's up, and I started it price is pretty high. I just started at 50 again, just because it's sealed, and it's sealed without, crap or mess, because sometimes the sealed copies still have bad conditions. Then she had a nice copy of this Bill Evans. It's an original, and it's a Bill Evans and Jim Hall original copy, and it is just super uber, just pristine. Just pristine. I don't even want to play with it and pull it out, but it is pristine. The cover is not bad. It's got a couple of little things here on the edge, and it's got some ripping going on right there. But for the most part, it is a very nice cover and very clean album. And we have another Bill Evans, Montreal 2, some CTI. And let me pull this out here. Very clean. Very clean. And again, all of these particular ones are currently up on the website, full audio, under the OTB requested music section. And then she has some more of these piano improvisation albums that I put up as well. And I did audio on those. Then she had an Ernestine Anderson. There's another one I haven't put up yet, but it's coming. This one, it had a little bit of issues, but it's for the most part clean. Let's see what else we got here. She's got more piano. The piano players, Dolo Coker, Kenny Drew, Barry Harris, Duke Jordan, Lou Levy, Jimmy Rolls, Mickey Tucker, Cedar Walton. And then a Barry Harris. All of these clean. No need even pulling those out. They're like hardly even played. She had an Motion and Emotions, Oscar Peterson. Let's see, switch hands here. Of course, it's coming loose down here in the scene. And very, very clean. For those who love Oscar Peterson. I keep wanting to call him Patterson. Then she had this Charlie Jones, Love, Life, and Reality. It comes with this cool little, and of course the record is, I'd say, VG, because there's little marks and stuff on there. Again, audio is up on the page. Then she had this one. It's got these stainers and moldy things, but it's still, again, absolutely clean. It is a quadraphonic disc. Loose camera work, but very clean. Donny Hathaway, Extension of a Man, and very cool album. Very cool and clean. So then we get into some of the gospel stuff. I did this one as a combo. She had a Jesse Dixon. I did both of these as a combo, and they're also clean as well. And then I did a Mighty Clouds of Joy combo. She had a bunch of these, and these are not original. I think they're later pressings. So they're on ABC Peacock as opposed to just the Peacock. And there was 4 of these, and they're all, I marked them, I believe, as VG, but they're really clean. They're clean. Hold on, load this one. I took the sleeve out. And again, these are all later things or reissues. Excuse my camera work. But as you can see, very clean. So, and I just put these up. She had a Johnny Cash, the fabulous Johnny Cash, those who are Johnny Cash fans. And then Tony Bennett with Count Basie. And this one says it's a complimentary album, or at least it is marked that on this. Then McCoy Tyner plays Ellington on Impulse. Again, nice, clean. So this was stuff that I'm picking up. And then she had, again, a lot of gospel, some obscure gospel. This is kind of more like gospel rock. I have not recorded these. These I have to record today, but I'm going to put these up, and so you can hear those. Antonio Carlos Jobim. So, and it's got, you know, a little damage and mold and stuff going on right there. But album is very nice. So again, I'm just trying to put all this stuff out so you can see. She had a double Carmen McRae at the Great American Music Hall on Blue Note. It's a double album, and both albums are very nice. Again, it's got a little mark going on there. So this will be up over the next couple of days. Weather report, I'm going to speed up a little bit because these are just kind of more of the common. You got a Marvin Gaye, Bill Withers, Justments, and then a Still Bill, Johnny Guitar Watson, then Count Basie meets Oscar Peterson, the Timekeepers. And then here's a grouping of these jazz improvisational albums. These are a lot of these are double albums for those who are really into that. I just put them all together and just did one price on them. And a couple of them are single, but most of them are double albums. So it's a great opportunity if this is, you know, you're into learning about jazz improvisation. This is your chance to come up. She even got to learn how to, this is for you to play Herbie Hancock. So if you're into that, that's coming up. Then she had an advanced copy of Shirley Caesar's First Lady. Excuse me while I pull this out because it is a test pressing. So that's kind of cool. Put that over there. And she had a very clean copy of Luther Vandross, Never Too Much, and then another Oscar Peterson. And she had some more gospel, Airborne. And then she had this import with the little OBI thing, Oscar Peterson and Ray Brown. And they had Tigpin. What's this? Some excellent pieces. Yeah, I agree. What's going on, B+? Yeah, she's got some really cool stuff in here and some rare stuff. And a Pat Metheny, that's nice. This was kind of cool. It wasn't like nothing super rare or anything, but it was an album of all of Smokey Robinson's greatest hits, but they did like little snippets, like 100 snippets. And so each band has all of these songs, you know, just little snippets. And so I don't know, that might be interesting to somebody. There's Billie Holiday. That was live. That was good. Got a nice Dolly Parton, clean. The first track on it had some noise in it. This one, this Billie Holiday, was really cool because you get to hear her talking in real time, just kind of like casually talking. So, you get to really pick up on her personality. So for me, I found this one very cool, and it is up on the website. You can hear this whole album in its entirety. And then she had Headhunters, which is in good condition, and a Ronnie Dyson. Now that's kind of what I got up so far. I have another stack which is down here, and this is mostly gospel. Some Andre Crouch, a little Sarah Vaughan, a Christmas Motown, which got looks like a split there, and some other miscellaneous Dinah Washington. I think that one is just a cover, but some staple singers, some compilations, rhythm and blues, Watson Beasley, that looks like some 80s, Pat Casey, I think that's some gospel. So I haven't, a Jezebel, I got to go through these, but I have this other stuff to record first. The best of good news. So this stuff is going to come. Got two James Browns, got a James Brown Hot Pants, and another one. It'll come up in a second. Ernestine Anderson. Music of the Black Man in America. I think that's poetry. Some more gospel. Shirley Caesar. And there it is. Soul classic. James Brown. And this stuff needs to be clean because it's kind of dusty. Got a Bill Henderson. I think that's gospel. Otis Redding. Immortal. Otis Redding compilation. Esther Phillips. And then this one. Excuse the camera work. It's hold on one second here. I'll pull that one out second. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? This one has a little warp in it, so I got to check it to make sure it's playable. But it is an original with the gatefold. Tessie Hill, some Coleman Hawkins, and this Lily, another gospel album. I don't know what it's all about, but I got to clean it up. Joe Williams, Isaac Douglas. Oh, Joe Williams. Isaac Douglas, Reverend Cleophas Robinson, and then Andre Crouch. So, and then the other albums are in the garage, but I'll get to those because it's too big of a stack. This one is a Coleman Hawkins. I'm trying to get a clear picture on it. There you go, Coleman Hawkins. So, and it's kind of, got some love, but it needs to be clean. So that's kind of what I have right now. It's going to be popping up between this coming week, and then the stuff that's in the garage. I'm going to get to that eventually, but I got to get through, record this stack, and then record that stack and get it up. Most of it, some of it I won't record. I will leave that as a request. If you want to hear something that's not on the website, just ask me. Please don't wait till like an hour before it's getting ready to end. I mean, I might not be available, but I'll put them up for 10 days. So you have time to listen to them. Last week of the month, I'm going to put whatever's left up for 7 or 5, get up. And by the end of the month, it'll be done. So I hope you get some good stuff here or see some stuff that you like. And I hope there's some good stuff that you can get for cheap. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll go through and reply to as many comments that I can see. I don't see much of everybody saying hi. Okay, hey everybody. But that's about it for today. And remember, if you have questions, just hit me up. If you need additional pictures or just anything about some of the supposedly rarer stuff, just feel free to ask me, and I'll try to get to you as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. Other than that, enjoy your Sunday. Or what's today? Today is Saturday. God, I don't even know what day it is. Anyway, enjoy your day. I'm out. Peace. I think I'm out if I can figure out how to turn it off.